Hello everyone. So today we are going to do a very important topic: how to make your biometric appointment with Canada VFS. As we all know that Canada VFS is now taking appointments, so all students in India are advised to watch this video carefully in order to take your appointment with Canada VFS. Please note that the VFS is experiencing very high volumes of applicants who are trying to take a biometric appointment, and the site is also going offline intermittently, and then you all have to continuously track your VFS global website in order to be able to make an appointment as early as possible. So to start with, first we will be going to the website vfsglobal.com, as you can see right on top here. Then you'll have to select the country where you're applying from. Here I've selected India, and the country where you are going to, which is Canada. And further, we will select Take Me to the website. As you select this tab, you are going to reach another page which will look like this. Here we will select the tab Book an Appointment. So schedule your appointment with us. Book now. As you see here, it's mentioned effective 2nd November 2018. Prior appointment is mandatory for biometric enrollment at the Canada Visa Applicant Center in India. As we all are already aware that prior appointments would be necessary in order to take an appointment with the VFS office. As you scroll down, you will see options like online, telephone, email, web chat, in person. You should be selecting the option online and select on view more. It's a very simple process. You just have to click here to schedule an appointment. So we are going to click over here and go to the next page. Now the next page is going to look like this, where you'll have a lot of things mentioned about COVID-19 updates and how VAC centers in India will be opening with limited services, and which all centers are opening on what days is also mentioned over here. As we go slightly down, you will see that different centers in India, different VACs in India, their names are given here, and you can go and select whichever city VAC is closest to you. So for example, I select Chandigarh and I go to view more. I'll see that they mentioned the business hours. They have mentioned that biometric collection is now open for family class priority applicants and for study permit applicants from November 27th. So I'll go slightly down and I will click on the tab web form. This is the most important tab or page that you should be careful about. When you're scheduling your appointment, the first question that you will see will be the selecting the center. And since I'm looking for the Chandigarh appointment, I'm going to select Chandigarh as the center. When we look at the number of applicants, you are going to select one if you are a student who is going to make a biometric appointment and you are a single student who has applied just for yourself. Now you'll also see a tab called application number. So whenever you submitted your file, you did receive an application number which has a letter S followed by 9 different digits. So I'm going to put a number here for one of my students and try to book a biometric appointment. So as you can see, we'll have to put about 9 numbers here as mentioned on your biometric appointment letter, biometric instruction letter, which is the BIL letter which you received with your when you submitted your file, and it should start with a letter S. Please note that this number is different from UCI number. UCI is a different number, it's a unique client identification number, but here application number is the one that starts with S followed by 9 digits. And you go and you confirm. As you press this, you shall see this tab. Now here your application number gets copied from the top to over here. Now the next tab is first name and the last name. Please be very careful. You need to open your passport and check about the first name and the last name. Suppose a student's name is Happy Singh, and the first name is Happy and the second name is the last name, the surname is Singh. Then the first name tab will have the name Happy and the second name tab will have the name Singh. Alright. However, if the student does not have anything in the surname mentioned in his or her passport, then we will write the complete name in first name only in the given name, and we will put a hyphen in the last name. That's how you are going to write in case you do not have any surname in your passport. So once you've completed writing the first name and the last name, further we will move to mentioning the date of birth. Please be careful with this as well. You should be mentioning first your year of birth, followed by your month of birth, followed by your date of birth. So you'll be writing your year, which should be written in 4 digits, followed by the month, followed by the birth date. Please be very conscious about all details that you put here. These cannot be incorrect, else you will have an issue when you are making your going for your biometric appointment. So be careful with your application number. It starts with S followed by 9 digits, as you can see here. Then be conscious about how you are mentioning your first name and surname. Please check your passport for this. If you do not have any last name, kindly put a hyphen there. If you do have, put the last name. If your given name is your first name, so check on that and put the details. Further, you will go and mention the mobile number. So once you mention this, you will further go and mention the email ID that you would like to receive all details of your biometric related appointment. So I'm writing the details of the student here. Please do not make any mistake in this, because you are going to get details only over here. So we are going to mention say Happy Singh at gmail.com. That could probably be the ID of the random student that student name that we are using. So whatever is your email ID, even though it might not be registered on your application that you use while submitting, you can use any email ID that you check constantly. Do not make any spelling errors on this. Writing this consciously is going to be extremely important, because all your instructions are going to be coming to this email ID only. Once you have done that, you will further go and upload the application document. So now the application document is your biometric instruction letter. This biometric instruction letter is the one that you received when you submitted your file to the embassy, and recently many students have also got emails regarding the same. In order to avoid any error, kindly go and click on view to see that this is the same letter that you have received with your when you submitted your application. You received this letter on your GC key account, which is the biometric instruction letter. This instruction letter is always received by every student who submits his or her file in the embassy. Once you have done this, it's a very simple procedure. Go and click submit. But I was not able to do that because I did not click on I acknowledge terms and condition. Once I do that, I click on submit. And here it is. You get your reference number, which is a 5-digit number, and that your request is submitted successfully. Please note, once this happens, you are required to click over here in order to get a consent form like this, which is a 4-pager form, and this form needs to be filled and taken with you on the day of your biometric appointment. Kindly don't forget that whenever you have completed your particular appointment scheduling, you will be there will be generated a reference number of 5 digits. You are going to click here and check on the consent form. This consent form needs to be carried with you on the day of your biometric appointment. So I would like to inform you the very simple details that you need to fill up here. So kindly go through your consent form. The consent form is the same for every student. You just need to fill it up the day you go for your biometric appointment. Now, I would like to show you another important thing, that today we did a lot of bookings for our students for biometric appointments, and we're very happy to see that already many students have already received their biometric date for in the next 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to show you an example of how the student made the booking in Jalandhar, India, and got his biometric appointment on the 27th of November. So he followed the same steps which I've already showed you. Step 1, step 2 is to book now. Step 3 is to click online and click here to schedule an appointment. Then you will be reaching the page where you would like to choose the city where you would want to make your appointment. Currently, all VACs are open in India, so you can check, say Chandigarh, you can select Chandigarh. Further, you go and you click on the web form tab. Once you do that, you should get this page where you are going to select the center, number of applicants, and put in your application number. Once you have done that, you confirm and you further go. You will get this tab where you get the application number printed from here, the name and the first name and the last name of the student, the date of birth as mentioned here, the mobile number, this is very important, and your email ID. You mention all these details and you upload your biometric instruction letter over here. Once you've done that, you acknowledge the terms and condition and press submit. Having done that too, then you move further and you are going to get, once you've submitted your details and if everything is fine, you will be getting a reference number of 5 digits over here. You are then going to click on this particular blue tab where you're going to get a consent form which you need to carry with you when you go for your biometric appointment on the day of your biometrics. Further, please note that once you have, we're going to show you the consent form a while later, but before that I would like to show you how would your final biometric appointment look like. So the student has booked his appointment on 25th November, that's today itself, and he's already got his biometric appointment date for 27th November at 10:30 a.m. in the morning at the center Jalandhar. So if you see, the applicant name is going to appear here, and if your center is Jalandhar, it's going to start with JAL and your reference number. This is your unique reference number which is going to appear over here. Further, I would like to tell you that you need to carry these very important things with you on the day of your biometrics. First, kindly carry a hard copy of this appointment letter. Applicants who have applied for their visa online, IRCC website must carry a hard copy printout of the biometric instruction letter. If you have paid the visa fees and biometric fees online, please carry a hard copy printout of the payment receipt. So you need to do this as well. Applicants who have applied for a visa in paper format must carry 2 photocopies. In case you applied a paper format, then you need to carry the 2 photocopies of your passport biographic data page, which is the first page, which carries your name and passport number, expiry date, and date of birth. Please ensure that all the staples and strings are removed from the application package before visiting the VAC, and kindly note that accompanying people with the applicant would not be allowed to access the building, obviously due to COVID-related reasons. So please keep a note of all these pointers. And further, here you have the consent form again, which you cannot forget to carry on the date of your biometrics. Kindly read this very, very carefully, and all students will get this once they have successfully made the biometric appointment. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, kindly feel free to get back to us for the same.